Welcome back to Pokemon Full White the Nuzlocke Run, bonus episode number 6. I'm circlecatzach and I am surfing here in Route 18, right near an item actually. I'm going to go pick that up right now. And it is a heart scale, which is pretty handy. I may be teaching some Pokemon some old moves I haven't decided yet, probably Thief. I don't know what I'd reteach it, but I don't know, it's good to have. But I am in the waters of Route 18 because I'm about to look for our first legendary of the video. Coincidentally, it is the pre-evolution of the last legendary we caught in the last episode. That legendary was Manaphy, and this legendary is Phione. Phione you can find at level 30 here in Route 18. The same method, it's 1% of the time in that little surfing, the little special surfing spot. And actually, in the Wild Pokemon Word document, it says that you find Phione in Route 17, even though it is directly under the Route 18 Pokemon, so I think that was just a typo by whoever made the document. So I've corrected it on mine, and I know for a fact that it is here. The other Pokemon you can find while surfing in special patches are 60% Alomomola, 30% Quillfish, and 10% Sharpedo. So I'll be looking for Phione, and I will be back when I have found it. Oh, wow. Already? Jeez, okay. Well, we've just found Phione. It actually only took 7 encounters, which is brilliant because it's 1%. I was actually just pulling out my headphones to listen to some music while I searched for it, but we've just found Phione. So I'm going to put it to sleep straight away. I actually think it looks cooler than its evolution Manaphy, but that's just my opinion. We're going to use Super Fang on it multiple times, whittle it down. It'll probably have some kind of berry, which I don't really have any use for. It's just a hack. It's a Nuzlocke, or I mean, it was a Nuzlocke, but now it is just a Pokemon Boys Black that I'm playing through. So I don't really care about, you know, getting berries and stuff, because I don't play this thing all that often. But its moveset should be, well, you've seen 2 of them already. Bubble Beam and Charm. It also has Supersonic, and it should have either Water Sport or Bubble, probably Water Sport. So its moveset is similar, if not identical, to Manaphy's. As we get it down to ideal HP level here. And now we will start throwing Pokeballs. 1. Oh, darn. I also think it has a better cry, too. This thing's catch rate is 30, as opposed to Manaphy, whose catch rate is 3. Oh, and I thought we had it right there. As it wakes up and uses Bubble Beam. We will put it back to sleep. Manaphy's catch rate is 3, in case you forgot. So hopefully this thing should be easier to catch, and it was so much easier to find. I couldn't believe it. 1, 2, 3, caught it. That was really easy. Okay, its Volt White Pokedex entry says, this often debated Pokemon can sometimes be found in the warmer seas of the Unova region. It has gained more strength, but is still weaker than its fully grown counterpart. And the actual Pokemon White definition is, it drifts in warm seas. It always returns to where it was born, no matter how far it may have drifted. Kind of like a cat, I guess. The Sea Drifter Pokemon, 1 foot 4 inches tall, 6.8 pounds. It's like a baby. Aw. I don't even know what to call this thing. I'll just call it Water Baby. Water Baby, go Water Baby. Water Baby! That was a horrible, horrible Austin Powers-esque impression, but it is bashful. Another neutral nature. Proud of its power, I know for a fact, is up to 30 IVs in attack. So attack should be its best stat, and if you look there, it is. I think this thing should also have even base stats, meaning that all of its base stats are the same. I know that Manaphy's was 100. Phione's is 80, just like Glalie, my favorite Pokemon. So all of its base stats are 80, which means it has horrible speed and really good attack. And all of its other stats they look pretty bad. So to bad. But it has Hydration, which heals status problems in the rain. The moves Water, Sport, Charm, Supersonic, and Bubble Beam. And I think that should do it for here, so I'll be back, guys, when I have deposited Phione rather, Water Baby, and healed up, and then we will move on to our next legendary. Alrighty, I am here in Mistralton Cave, the cave that should really be called Driftvale Cave, but I don't know why they called it Mistralton Cave, although I've already had this discussion, so I'm not going to slip into it again. Obviously, as you can see right in front of my character here, to catch Cobalion. In the normal games, it would be level 42, but in this game, it is going to be level 56, although it does appear in the same spot, and we don't have to go looking for it like we do for a lot of the other legendaries in Pokemon Volt White. So, of course, I have Thief out front, and it only took me 3 Pokeballs to catch Phione, so I could actually only buy 3 more with the money I had. So I did that, healed up, and now we're about to face Cobalion, who has a catch rate of 3, and at its new level should have the moves Quick Guard, Swords Dance, Sacred Sword, and Iron Head. Obviously Sacred Sword is going to be the biggest problem for Thief, so I'm probably just going to Super Fang a lot and use Hypnosis and then get out of there, because I really don't want to die to a Sacred Sword right off the bat. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and catch this thing. Cobra! And there's Cobalion. As we send out Thief, we're going to go straight for that Hypnosis. It is faster than me, which is a problem. And it avoided the attack, which is also a problem. We're going to have to heal. I was hoping that wouldn't happen. Okay, good. It went for Quick Guard. And that time it went for Iron Head, which doesn't do as much, but it got the Flinch Axe. And I got the Flinch Axe again. You've got to be joking me. So now he's going to go for Quick Guard once again, thankfully. And it gets off a Sacred Sword, which shouldn't KO, and it doesn't. And finally we put it to sleep. Good lordy, lordy, lordy. So we get off 1 Super Fang. Oh crud, I woke up. Okay, good, I went for Swords Dance. Okay, I really don't want to stay in anymore now that it got up a Swords Dance. So I really don't even know. I guess I'll go into Altair to sponge hits for now. As it does go for Sacred Sword, that would have quite wrecked me. Maybe 1 Cotton Guard or 2, as it sets up a Swords Dance, so now its attack is +4, and now our defense is +3. Maybe just 1 more. And now he's +6, and then I'm gonna be +6. So, come at me, bro. As I will go straight for that Pokeball. Not even once. And it keeps going for Swords Dance. Not even gonna shake for me. Go for a Quick Guard, which fails. Alrighty. This may be a difficult one. Way down. Okay, now you gotta shake once at some point. Nope. Okay, it goes for Iron Head there, which still does a surprising amount, but basically it's doing the same that it would if neither of us had used attack raising or defense raising moves. So that's a pretty good chunk, actually, although that is stab. And it keeps trying to raise its attack, but that won't work. One. Okay, well we did get one. As it goes for Sacred Sword there. And that does a fair amount for not being very effective. So I'm going to go ahead and heal up here. Take that opportunity to heal. As Cobalion goes for another Sacred Sword. We can take maybe 3 of those before we have to heal. Or two more of those, I mean, before we have to heal. Pokeball. 1, 2, 3. No! I really thought we might have had it. Pokeball. Go. Now it's going back to being stubborn. I thought I might do that. Nope. Alright, go Pokeball. You can do it. Maybe not. There goes Iron Head, and now I will heal up. Total, as far as PP goes, it should have 15, 45, 65, 80. So, PP's not really an issue here. It's catching this thing that is the issue. Especially since we're catching it in a Pokeball. As mandated by normal Nuzlocke rules. We have to catch things in Pokeballs. Or at least the version I'm playing. I don't think every Nuzlocke has that. Let's see. Some background info on this guy. Base stats, HP 91, attack 90, defense 129. Oh, we almost caught it. Special attack 90, special defense 72, and speed 108. So it's a very defensive Pokemon. Weak to firefighting and ground, all times 2. Resists 6 types: normal, grass, ice, ghost, dragon, and steel, all by times 0.5. And it is also not affected by poison, as it is steel, or part steel. If you were to take this thing out, it would give you 3 defense EVs. Its ability is justified in the normal game, which raises attacks when it is hit by a dark-type move, which raises its attack 1 stage, rather. And if you were to hedge this thing, I don't know how you would do it, but it would take 20,480 steps. Nope. In German, its name is Cobalion, with a K, not with a C, as I heal up here. In Japanese, it would be Cobalion, K-O-B-A-R-U-O-N, Cobalion, Cobalion. And in French, it is Cobalion. Oops, I want Pokeball. I've used up 20 so far, and not one has caught it. Yeah, these Cobalion and the other ones are going to be difficult to catch for Thief anyway, even though we just caught it right there. They're going to be tough for Thief because Thief is normal. Cobalion, the Iron Will Pokemon, 6'11". That thing's tall. Yao Ming is taller though, and I think there's some NBA players that are taller than it. 551.2 pounds. It has a body and heart of steel. Its glare is sufficient to make even an unruly Pokemon obey it. It does not give a Volt White specific Pokedex entry for it, so that's why I didn't read one out. And we're gonna nickname this thing, what's a good name? Oh, if any of y'all have seen my normal channel, my shiny hunting channel, I actually found a shiny Cobalion really quickly, and I did the Chewbacca noise when I found it, so I'm gonna nickname this thing Chewbacca. And this guy's gonna come talk to us. It seems that thanks to you, Cobalion has sensed a change in the world. It's a world where people and Pokemon help each other and live together. I believe Cobalion wants to remain with you and travel by your side. The fact that you battled Cobalion and you related to each other should be easily communicated to Terrakion and Virizion because of the close bond between the three. I'm sure they will also give you a chance to prove your worth. The obstacles that separated Terrakion and Virizion from people are probably gone now. Whether you want to search for those two is up to you, but they are definitely waiting for you. And we will be searching for them, but not at the moment. I am actually going to escape rope out of here, heal up my pokes, drop off Chewbacca, and we'll go to the next legendary. But first, we'll check Chewbacca, who has a hasty nature, which is not horrible, but not great, because it lowers its best stat, but it raises its second best stat. If only this thing had been naive, that would have been great. But it has Justified, just like I thought. Alert to sounds, I'm not sure what that does. But for now, I think that'll do it. So I will go heal up at some Pokemon Center. I don't think it matters what. And then we will go for our next legendary, which is in Twist Mountain. So I will see you guys there. Actually, guys, I've just healed up my Pokemon, but I've realized that the next Pokemon I was gonna go for, Regice, you can only find during the winter, and that is not for another 5 or 6 days. It actually is going to be winter in all the games in April, which is weird, but it changes seasons every month, and April is going to be winter. So we are going to wait on that until it is actually winter. But for now, we are going to go for our next legendary, which is the last one of this episode, but it is special in that you cannot yet find it in Pokemon Black and White. That should narrow it down a little bit, and I will see you guys at the site of where this legendary Pokemon calls its home in Pokemon Volt White. Alright, I'm standing now in an area that we did explore, but only for one episode, and that is I think one episode. We didn't explore it too terribly much, but we got everything that we could and battled all the trainers that we could, and that is the Morovisaurus. And you can actually only find this Pokemon in autumn, which is perfect, because it is currently autumn. So, if you hadn't guessed earlier, since there are only 3 Pokemon that you can find in Volt White that you can't yet access in the English games of the normal Pokemon Black and White, you've probably guessed that our next legendary is going to be Keldeo. Keldeo is the 4th part fighting legendary in the Black and White games, other than Cobalion, who we just caught, and then Terrakion and Virizion. It is also going to be level 56, but this one we actually have to go search for. It is found 1% of the time in just walking around the puddle normally in the Morovisaurus. The other Pokemon you can find, 20% Quagsire and Stunfisk, 10% Gastrodon East, 10% Toxicroak, 10% Swallow, 10% Weezing, 10% Muck, and 10% Palpitoad. And this one does have a Volt White Pokedex entry, which says, the Morovisaurus is a special place for Keldeo, and in the autumn you may see this unicorn galloping past. If you can catch it, you'll have a chance at adding him to your team. Which I don't really get, because if you catch it, then I'm pretty sure that it's on your team for good, and that, I don't know, it doesn't really have a choice, but I don't know. So this thing also has a catch rate of 3, but I will go more in depth as to, its moveset and everything once we actually find it. So I will be back when I have found the legendary Pokemon, Keldeo. Oh wow, there we go. Cool, it did the animation too. I didn't even realize that. So this one took a lot longer than Phione did. It took 82 encounters, but that's still under the odds, so no reason to complain. So here's Keldeo, level 56, just like the other one. The other ones, I should say. And it's cool. I haven't actually ever seen its animation or heard its cry or anything. I just know that you can't find it yet in the normal games. Its moveset should be very similar to Cobalion's. I think the only move that should be different is its last move. It has Quick Guard, Swords Dance, and Sacred Sword, just like Cobalion did, but instead of Iron Head, it has Aqua Tail. And so total, this thing has 75 PP, so that's not really an issue. It's just, you know, worrying about Sacred Sword, which is just used. But thankfully we get the hypnosis off, so we can get off some Super Fangs, at least one. There's one. There we go. There's... I avoided the attack. I'm gonna have to heal. This thing's catch rate should also be 3. Its ability should also be justified. And it just used Quick Guard, which won't affect me. I've been over Quick Guard already, as it goes for a Swords Dance. That's dangerous. This thing is weak to 4 types: Electric, Grass, Flying, and Psychic. And it should resist 7 types, being Fire, Water, Ice, Bug, Rock, Dark, and Steel. All by ×5. And I keep missing Hypnosis. And it goes for another Swords Dance, so that's really dangerous. And I'm not going to stay in anymore. That's just pointless. So I'm going to go to Altar now, and do the same thing I did with Cobalion, which is just Cotton Guard up. As it keeps going for Quick Guard. One more Cotton Guard and we'll be good. Now we're at +6. I don't know if it's at +6 or +4 attack. But it didn't matter that much. Now let's finally throw a Pokeball. Not gonna shake at all. Now it'll finally go for Sacred Sword, and we take that really well. This thing's base stats should be, as it shakes once and pops out, HP 91, Attack 72, Defense 90, Special Attack 129, Special Defense 90, and Speed 108. So this thing is a special attacker with a fair amount of speed as well. Even defense and special defense, as it shakes once again, and uses Aqua Tail. So I think we can live one more if anything, so I'm going to keep going for Pokeballs, as it'll keep bucking in slow motion because it's in red health. And now it'll get up to +6. It was only at +4 before now, but now it's at +6. And we can take one more of anything, I think, but that won't even do... It won't even give me one shake. And we take that exceptionally well because we resist water like a boss. Do we quad resist that? I cannot remember. As it goes for Sacred Sword there, and now we will have to heal up with a max potion. No, we only resist it by times 0.5, but we still resist that and fighting, so we should be more than okay. Now we go for another Pokeball. Come on, Keldeo, make this easy. You're not gonna make this easy. And now it's just going for straight Sacred Swords. We can take another one. We'll heal after this. 1, 2, 3. Oh! If any of y'all are wondering what its shiny form looks like, its mane, that sort of bluish color, turns sort of a greenish aqua. I guess, I don't know colors very well, but, you know, it turns kind of like a more green aqua. Almost like I guess like a spearmint color. And then its mane, you see it's really reddish orange up there. It becomes a lot more orange. We'll just keep going for Pokeballs. I have 40 more. So we can do this the easy way or the hard way. And it wants to do it the hard way. It's going to hit me with another Aqua Tail. That's not going to hurt one bit. And this is actually one of my shorter bonus episode recordings. Right now I'm only at 42 minutes, and that's including all of the encounters for Phione and for Keldeo, and, you know, the tooling around getting to the places where these legendaries are. Ah, come on, didn't even check once. I really just do not like this Pokemon, though. It's just weird looking to me. It looks kind of like a puffed up deerling, like a deerling in a costume almost, and I don't know. The horn doesn't even look like a horn, it looks like rubber or something weird. It looks like plastic. That horn does not look like it could hurt anybody, but, you know, I'm sure if they were real, they could do some real damage. They could give me some internal bleeding or whatever. As we take Aqua Tails all day, and we keep throwing Pokeballs at its lower back area for some reason. And now we're almost down to 30. And it still will not shake. And I don't know, I'll go ahead and heal up here. And it'll go for another Aqua Tail. That's not going to hurt. Only does 15 damage. Come on, catch this thing. Ooh. Thankfully it just went for Swords Dance. The only move that really does anything major is Sacred Sword. But it went for Aqua Tail. Silly, silly. Once. Duh. Alright, here we go. This is gonna be the one where it doesn't work. Ugh. There's Sacred Sword. Alright, come on. Ugh. I will catch you. I can take another one of those. Nope. And went for Quick Guard anyway. Come on, man. Woman, it. You don't have a gender. Come on, thing. Alright, you're gonna get caught, and you are going to like it. Okay, if I catch it this turn, I'm gonna name this thing Pants. Come on, Pants. Nope, no Pants. No Pants for you. Or we are gonna have to heal. And that would have taken us out, I think, possibly. Or would have brought us down really low if it hadn't. Whoops. I'm all over the place here. Okay, Pokeball. Go! 1. Duh. Getting me all excited for nothing. Alright, Keldeo. Get caught and like it. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, I thought it was gonna get caught and like it. No, I do already have a nickname for this thing planned out, and no, it's not Pants. But, 1, 2, 3. No! We're getting so close here. Nope. Come on, Keldeo, be cool. Nope. Alright. Nope. I said alright. Why you gotta be so uncool? Why? One. Ugh. It hasn't shaken twice very often. I guess I'll heal up here. Not Peter, what the heck? Why does it waste a turn if you accidentally try to use it on another Pokemon? That pisses me off. As it goes for Sacred Sword there. Oops. Oops. Pokeball. Now, will you please get yourself caught? 1, 2, 3. Finally! Gosh. Boy, this thing was a pain in the butt. Keldeo, the cult Pokemon. It crosses the world running over the surfaces of oceans and rivers. It appears at scenic waterfronts. 4'7", 106.9 pounds. And I'm going to nickname this thing Little Pony, because it looks like a My Little Pony. Pony. Alright, let's check the nature and everything. It appears to have a bold nature, which is actually really good. That may be one of the best natures it can have. Well, actually, no. The fact that it's minus attack makes it really good, and it doesn't hurt to raise defense. It would have been better if it was, you know, modest or timid, but I'm by no means complaining. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Aqua Tail, Sacred Sword, Sword Stance, Quick Guard are its moves. You've already seen those. So I guess we'll just send it into a battle and end the episode off there. So there's just a normal Quagsire. And there's our little pony. So that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Next time on Pokemon Volt the Nuzlocke run, we will take on the Lake Trio, who are all going to be in Mr. Alton Cave. Uxie will be on the first floor, Mesprit will be on the second floor, and Azelf will be on the third floor. But until then, thank you for watching, guys. Please subscribe if you haven't already, like and favorite the video, and leave a comment below. Let's see, question of the day: who is your favorite legendary out of any of the games? Do you have a favorite story about that legendary, or do you want to explain why that legendary is your favorite? If you can, you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I understand. So just leave a comment below saying which your favorite legendary is. And until the next episode, guys, I will talk to you later.